Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready, break. Check right.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Okay, so now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll set up to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Falcons at 12-4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Ready?
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
560. Check, Hunt.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 4. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a carry for Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They'll set up a throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have moved out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Falcons 7.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get down the numbers. There he goes. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Rondell Moore, 84 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got a man, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throws right back to London, complete again. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Henderson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Desmond Ridder scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles, but they're trailing defensive. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got Pierce. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to... Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
18 Cardinal. Alert!
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
72 yards on the ground for him so far.
Come back in right.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Another completion here to Hunt. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Moore, the man in motion.
Red, cycle.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Clock, 10.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
On the double.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to run with Hunt. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 48 yards.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Falcons, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall for just the 3rd time to finish at 14-3 overall. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.